Hello and welcome to Success Formulas.
11 signs you have found your soulmate. A soulmate is your ideal match, a person that you are attracted to deeply and naturally. We all hope to meet that person and to live happily ever after, but many of us still wonder how we can recognize our soulmate when we meet them. Here are 11 signs that you have found your soulmate, which can help you uncover the mystery of recognizing someone that you can create a healthy relationship with. Number 1. The wonder of being yourself. Isn't it great when you can be 100% yourself around someone? When you are with your soulmate, you can show them every weird, awkward, funny side of yourself that you usually keep hidden around everyone else. They will still love you. Other people may find your silly quirks too much or off-putting, but your soulmate not only accepts you completely, but he or she enjoys your peculiarities. You don't have to hide anything about yourself or pretend to be someone you are not. If you have a sudden desire to play a certain song and dance like crazy, you will do it without hesitation, in front of your soulmate, without worrying whether they might find it odd. They might even join you. This type of openness and honesty is very important for healthy, long-term relationships, because, honestly, who can pretend and fake something their whole life? Being with your soulmate gives you the opportunity to take off the mask that the outer world often makes you wear and enjoy being your true self without fear of rejection. Number 2. Love for better and for worse. This line from wedding vows is usually taken lightly. Long-term love isn't based just on the feeling of being in love, infatuation, and passion. True love that lasts is based on commitment, a conscious decision that you are in for it. For better and for worse, and in sickness and in health. It means constant effort towards making it work, when everything goes well, in addition to when things get tough. You and your soulmate have this type of mutual love. You love each other no matter what. You love them when they show their dark side, and they love you when you have a hard time loving yourself. This means that they will not stop loving you if you lose your job, and you will love them even if they drop out from college. You will stay together no matter what, and your love will help you always make it work. You are truly committed to one another, and you love each other in joy and in sorrow alike. Number 3. The comfortable vulnerability. People usually tend to hide their vulnerability from others out of fear that they might get hurt. But with your soulmate, there is no hiding. You feel comfortable sharing your insecurities and your fears because you know your soulmate will understand you and will never judge you. Somebody else who is not your soulmate would probably use your soft spots and weaknesses against you in some argument. But your soulmate will always appreciate you and give you a safe space to be vulnerable without the fear of getting hurt. You can talk openly with your soulmate about your anxiousness before important presentations, for example. They will listen, advise, and encourage you. Soulmates provide you with a sense of security and familiarity like no other person in the world. Number 4. True empathy. Empathy is the ability to truly understand the emotions that other people experience to the point where we can actually share their feelings. This ability is very important for the quality of all relationships, but it is much more emphasized in the relationship with your soulmate. It is believed to be the essence of the relationship because it is hard to bond properly with someone if you can't recognize and understand what they are feeling. You two are able to sense each other's feelings and what the other is going through. You feel bad when they are going through hard times and happy for their success as if it is your own. If they get fired, you feel like you have lost your own job, and when you pass the exam, they celebrate it like it was their success. These relationships based on empathy are truly satisfying and fulfilling. Number 5. You fight for the relationship. Every couple sometimes faces a challenge that partners must overcome for the relationship to survive and thrive. You can recognize your soulmate in those challenging times by fighting for your relationship fiercely. Love doesn't conquer all on its own. Lovers do the hard work. Partners that fight for the relationship think about what the other needs so that they can be happy with the relationship. That can often mean that you must choose between your wishes and your partner's. Perhaps you must move because your soulmate got a dream job in another city, or they quit smoking because it's important to you. Whatever the case may be, you two will always fight for the relationship because you cherish it above all and accept that sometimes you have to work harder to manage your different personalities, wants, and needs. Number 6. Good conflict management. Conflicts and fights are imminent. Even when you are in a relationship with your soulmate, you can disagree occasionally. For some people, fights can get very ugly, and that can be the end of the relationship. The difference in fighting with your soulmate is that there are no hard words and blaming each other for what is happening. You don't attack each other, and, even when fighting, you maintain mutual respect. You will never call them stupid or obnoxious while fighting. You two handle conflicts this well because you always genuinely care more for one another than for winning the argument or always being right. At the end of the day, you will always have some difference of opinion, but you are on the same team, and that is what matters. Number 7. Unconditional support and encouragement. You and your soulmate are one another's greatest fans. Others may bring you down out of envy or plain spitefulness, but your soulmate will always give you unconditional support and encourage you in everything you want to do and become. Supportive relationships add quality to our lives. It is a great asset to have someone who supports your dreams and desires and who is with you every step of the way to success. They might wake you up with a breakfast and coffee in bed before your dream job interview, or take the day off to be there for your public speech. Your soulmate will always celebrate your accomplishments with you and help you get through the tough times. A supportive relationship with your soulmate makes it possible for you to achieve more than you ever could on your own. Number 8. The peacefulness and serenity. You know how some people compare their relationships to roller coasters? There is constant turmoil, ups and downs, and they never know what the new day holds. For example, some partners may keep you in suspense and make you constantly wonder if they like you. But those partners are definitely not your soulmate. Being with a soulmate brings a sense of peace and tranquility like nothing before. There is no anxiety or nervousness about whether they love you or not, or whether you have possibly said the wrong thing. You feel safe, and you are sure that they are honest with you. You could just sit with them in complete silence for hours and enjoy it, without a hint of discomfort or nervousness. Their presence makes you feel calm and at ease, mainly because you don't have doubts about their feelings and you are sure you both are in it together. This feeling of peace is your inner voice telling you that you're in a safe and healthy relationship. Number 9. Balancing the differences. There are no two identical people in the world, and we all differ in many ways. But when you meet your soulmate, you will finally understand what it means to complete or balance each other out. You have your differences, but you fit perfectly with each other. Their outgoing nature may balance your introversion, or maybe your chill demeanor matches their anxiousness. For example, if you are spontaneous and your partner likes to plan everything in advance, you can both benefit from balancing these differences. You may become more cautious, and your partner may learn to loosen up sometimes. Whatever your differences are, you make them work in your favor. Instead of being threatened by your differences, they make your relationship stronger. By completing each other and balancing your differences, you make one another a better person, and therefore, your relationship gets better every day. Number 10. A shared vision of the future. Relationships that last are the ones where two people have a shared vision of their future and where goals are set and met together. A healthy relationship involves building a life together where dreams are not only visualized but also come true. There are relationships where two people have different plans for the future, but they usually don't last long. You can't go through life together if you want to take different paths. With your soulmate, there is no danger of going separate ways. You both want the same things: to get married, have kids, and live in the countryside, for instance. You are able to talk about your future and to create joint plans, and you generally have the same idea of what you would like your future to look like. Number 11. Similar values. You and your soulmate have similar values, and that is a good foundation for your relationship. You share the same views on life, moral values, and you appreciate similar things in life. You have the same views about child upbringing and money management, for example, and you agree on living arrangements and career paths. This is very important. Imagine being with someone who holds values opposite to yours. You could never agree on important things, and the relationship would be more like a battlefield than a partnership. But when you value the same things in life, you work as a team and you can conquer the world together. Sharing the same values with your soulmate makes your relationship flow without a hitch in a healthy, non-toxic way. Mostly thanks to Disney's animated movies or romantic comedies, we all have a similar idea that meeting our soulmate comes early in life and that it is some fateful event and love at first sight. In reality, it can be hard to recognize your soulmate, and hopefully, after learning about these signs, you will have better clues what to look for when you are wondering if you have already met them. Before you leave, our team will be very happy if you can give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.